Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Nita here from Next with Nita, and it is officially like, I think I lost count, but maybe for me it feels like day 35 of quarantine because I have been in Dallas for too long. We miss our apartment in New York, so please excuse like the setup. We're making do with what we have in terms of lighting and where we are. I don't have my studio with me, but we still want to, of course, create content for y'all. And today I thought I would just do a little chatty get ready with me. I feel like there's a lot weighing on me. There's a lot on my chest, and at the same time, I do want to do makeup because I don't want to look like this all day, every day. Otherwise, I will not be motivated to do anything. So like, it's one of those things where if you look good, you feel good kind of deal. And so sometimes I gotta put my makeup on, do my hair, which I'll do after this. I kind of threw up my bangs so I can put makeup on my forehead for you guys. But let's get started with this makeup routine. I'm gonna start out with primer. This is from Tula. So if you have oily skin, this one is fantastic. It's also good for dry skin. I have dry skin too. It doesn't dry you out. I just like how your makeup lasts all day long. Here's like a little bit of texture information. So I'm gonna just pull from what's on here. But I like to apply this before I put makeup on. It really grips your makeup so well. We're living in just such a weird time right now. I wake up every day and I'm like, is it over? I really feel like this is a nightmare, or I'm dreaming, or like I'm in a movie. Anyone else feel like this is a movie and we're not able to leave the house, and like I can't even fly back to New York because of just how risky it is? And you know, so many people are catching the coronavirus, getting sick from it, or spreading it. Or I don't want this video to sound like so down, because I feel like you can get that depressing news from the news, like all those outlets. But it is a really sad time that we're living in, and I feel like none of us have really experienced anything like this. We're all going through this together. I really want you guys to know that, because it's so easy to compare your situation to others during this time. And I want you guys to know that whatever you're feeling right now is valid. And I don't care what anyone says to you. Like, you're allowed to feel sad, mad, upset, angry. You're allowed to cry, you're allowed to be happy. Whatever your emotions are right now, it is valid. This is such a weird area that like everyone's experiencing so many different things. Everyone is sacrificing so much, and everyone is also hurting in so many different areas. Like, even as like for me as a blogger, like we're hurting too. Everyone is kind of going through this together. So I just wanted to come on and just remind you guys to, of course, like be nice, be kind to others during this time. By the way, I'm going to be using this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Serum or CC Cream. It's their color correcting full coverage cream with SPF in it. I got a shade medium, but you know, I wasn't sure if it's like the exact match. I'll test it on my forehead. It's the biggest real estate anyways, and see. Yeah, it does seem a little lighter than I would like. I might need to go a shade darker, but that's okay. We'll rub it in. We'll bronze up. I think there's like a medium tan that I should try. I believe that's the shade. But we're gonna run with the medium for now. I really like how it's super full coverage and it gives you that SPF protection. Not that anyone's going out right now. But anyways, yeah, it's just a really weird time that we're in. I don't know when all this is gonna end. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to go back home to New York. Kind of crazy. Our lease ends in June. We don't know what we're doing, like whether we're staying, whether we're getting a new apartment, whether we're renewing or coming back to Texas, like getting a home. That's one thing Ajit and I really want, is like we love living in New York, but we really want a house. You know, I'm 30 years old, Ajit's gonna be 31 in May, and I don't know, sometimes like numbers can get to you. It's like, okay, clock's ticking on so many different things. Plus we've been renting our whole lives, and I just want a house. I want to invest, and I feel like now is a good time to do it. But if everyone's quarantining, I'm just wondering, Is anyone going to be available to show us houses if we wanted to look? That's my question. Yeah, this is definitely light for me, but it's okay. But it's very much so full coverage, you guys. If you're looking for a full coverage CC cream with SPF, this one from It Cosmetics is really good. For brows, I've been using this Revlon. It's a drugstore one that I got in the mail. Revlon Brow Pencil 220 Dark Brown. I have like a step-by-step breakdown of how I do my brows on my Instagram, IGTV, but I'll show you guys here too. I try to fill in basically the sparse areas. That's essentially what you want to do. Get rid of some of those gaps. Created a little outline, like I did that little line right there, and then I'm gonna go up. This requires full concentration. I love filling in my brows like towards the earlier part of when doing my makeup because it just kind of frames my face and I get a better idea of like how to do everything else. I'm going to quickly prime my lids. We're going to jump into eyeshadow. I'm just using a concealer. You can use any concealer that you have. Tarte Shape Tape does dry quick, so definitely go in faster to blend this in. I'm going to be using this palette, which you guys, I believe is still on sale. It is the Charlotte Tilbury palette. It has stunning colors and it's very much so pigmented. I think originally it's 75 bucks and it's on sale for 50 something. So it is such a good deal right now. Nordstrom is doing a great sale, 25% off, like so much. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and just build my crease. I'm just using a light brown, any light brown color here does the job. How are y'all doing? I want you to feel like this is a safe space. I feel like I'm talking to a camera, but I do read the comments and this is such a weird time and I wanna know like, how are you guys doing? Are you working from home? Are you still going to work? I know a lot of healthcare professionals are still going. My mom's a nurse, so I totally get that. But how are you kind of holding up in all of this? Like the quarantine? Do y'all live in a place where, I'm wondering, because I know like Dallas and New York, bars and restaurants are closed. It's just for like takeout or delivery, which it's just hurting the economy. It's hurting so many people. But I get the whole quarantine thing. I totally do. Honestly, I know it seems extreme, but I'm like sitting here and wondering how China got their numbers down so much. And granted, they've been dealing with this for closer to 4 months, but how is it just so bad here? I don't get it. I feel like we need a harsher quarantine system, even just for a week or two. I feel like we need a sacrifice as a whole so that we can get better, because I don't want this to drag all summer long. I don't want there to be all these restrictions on bars and going out and social distancing like in the summer, or even worse, like think about come winter and holidays. I just want it to kind of die down. I want it to stop, and I feel like I'll do whatever it takes the next week or two so that we have a better future. You know what I mean? I'm just blending as much as possible here, getting that brown. I spend a lot of times on my eyes. Sometimes you don't really need to. I got nothing to do. I'm locked in Dallas. Taking a more defined brush, and I'm gonna go in with like a darker shade. Actually, I like this purple shade. Can you guys see that? It's a really pretty like mauve-y purple. And you're going in right below and going in that like sideways V. Like boop, 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 boop. I don't know why I always say that. I always do that sound. I don't know why every time I do my makeup. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my ring finger, grab a shimmer shade in this palette, and apply it to the part where I left alone, which is my lid. I kind of want to do a purple one, sorry. I'm gonna mix in a purple here. Just like a pretty purple. It's a lot of shimmer, but It's okay. It'll all come together. It looks weird now, but it'll all come together. We're gonna come back and clean the shadow, but that's a good base for now. I'm gonna go in with concealer now. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in shade Custard. I'm actually running slightly low. And then I like to just clean up my shadow. I'll take a brush, lift upwards a little bit. Same with the other side, just kind of lift upwards with that concealer. Just helps make everything like more sharp and precise. This right here is gold. If you want to try to avoid any creases on your under eyes post concealer, then the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder is wonderful. Plus it like brightens your under eyes while it locks in your concealer. It's wonderful. And I just press it in with a beauty blender. I found that that works best. I'm gonna take a brush like this, take a little bit of a gold shimmer and apply it in the inner corner because I kind of got a little of the purple shimmer there and I wanted it gold. So we're gonna cover that up with a little bit of gold. Now we're gonna smoke out my lower lash line, and I'm just gonna take that light brown that we initially used for the crease, apply it here. Do the same thing for the other eye. The cool thing about smoking your lower lash line is like if you do crease, it kind of hides it a little bit because it's just masked with shadow. It's nice. One step I forgot to do with my brows is lock them in place. This is the Benefit Brow Gel. I don't go anywhere without this thing. And I'll just brush them up like so, and then I'll kind of lay it flat so it doesn't look too unruly, like so. And now they're locked in. Like once you do this step, your brows stay in place pretty much all day long. I feel like I look like a ghost, so I'm gonna add some color. I'm testing out this new cream bronzer from Tarte, and I guess I'll go in with a brush. Let's take this and see. It's a little dark, but we'll wing it and see. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can blend this out. Of course, you guys know I love putting a little bronzer on my forehead to give the illusion of a smaller forehead. I'm curious if you guys have canceled any plans. Like I obviously canceled my new flight to New York 3 times. We had 3 flights to New York booked. We're wondering like, okay, will it get better next week? And then we'll book it and then we cancel because it gets worse. So it's one of those things where I feel like it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And what does that mean for when we get to New York? I don't know. So I'm wondering if you guys had to cancel any of your trips. I feel like canceling trips and canceling like weddings or not going to weddings or baby showers, bridal showers, barbecue gatherings, flights back home, not able to see your family, not able to see your grandparents because of social distancing. All of that has affected us mentally, I feel like. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I always remind myself that like what we're doing is good. Hopefully it'll help end whatever's going on faster. And I always remind myself that we're all in this together, but it is hard. Like there's days where I feel like they're harder than others. I have been just like putting on loads of makeup lately to distract myself. Trying to do try-ons, live like life as normal. On top of that, I don't know if you guys have seen my latest Instagram stories about Snuffy. He is my 12-year-old Maltese, and I'm worried about him because March, I think 3rd, is when he kind of started dragging his right hind leg. And it broke my heart. I took him to the vet. We did x-rays. And after the x-ray, he was like broken even more. He couldn't walk on it because they stretched him out. So he is on steroids, which I don't know if it's helping or if like the soreness went away from the x-ray, but he's still dragging that right foot and his left leg is weak too. And I'm scared. Like the x-ray came back, the radiologist was just like spondylosis, which I think is just arthritis in the back. The scary part, you guys, is that it can be a spine tumor or it can be something called degenerative myelopathy, and both of those are not very good. So degenerative myelopathy, I haven't done much research on it, but basically it's, from what I've seen, it's one leg goes, then the other, and then the other four, and then the dog won't be able to pee or poop on his own. It's not good, basically. And spine tumor, of course, is also not good. And the only way to tell what it is if I do an MRI. And he's 12 with the heart problem, like he has heart murmurs and his kidney levels fluctuate. It's pretty scary, and so I'm a little hesitant to do the MRI. I'm hoping the steroids work and he does better with exercise. I'm hoping it's just weakness in his back legs and arthritis, and I'm kind of playing it by ear. He did his first acupuncture treatment, which kind of crazy to be honest, because I haven't even had acupuncture, but he has. I mean, I'll do anything for him. And so neurologist I'm kind of waiting on, because due to the coronavirus situation, patients aren't allowed to go in with their dogs anymore to this particular neurologist. And Snuffy freaks out if he's by himself. Like, I know he's gonna not be able to handle that well. So putting that on hold until we can, I don't know, figure out what to do with this coronavirus thing. My hair's all over the place. I didn't do a good job pushing it back now, did I? I'm just going over my cream bronzer with powder to just lock everything in place. If you are using cream product, you definitely want to go over it with powder. It's been a hard couple of weeks, to be honest with you. I am praying every single day that my Snuffy's okay. He's 12, he's a Maltese. They're supposed to go till 17, 18 years old. I'm really praying, you guys. If you're watching this, would love some prayers, hoping he gets better and it's maybe just arthritis or something like that. But every day's hard, you know? I'm really lucky and glad that I'm spending the time with him. Like, I've been with him for, say, a month now, and it's been really nice. Whereas, like, when I lived in New York, or I still live in New York, but when we were there, we would only fly back for a few days at a time. Sometimes I like to, like, pounce my brush into my skin. I just feel like the powder deposits better. It's very strange. Oh. Fantastic. My bangs are coming undone. Oh no! Okay. Going in with this Charlotte Tilbury liquid highlighter that exploded. I'm just gonna take it up like this. Hope you're gonna blend it with my finger. Let's think positive, you guys. It's so hard not to talk about what's going on because it's so freaking weird. Like, we're in a movie. But let's think positive. You know, what have you guys, you know, taken from this whole situation? And like, what's been a good thing about the situation? For me, it's being able to spend time with family since I can't go back to New York. Mascara, yay, yay. Curl them. We will use this primer, which I cannot live without. It's on sale, 25% off. You know, the weird part about this situation is, like, coming up with content that's not insensitive in light of what's going on. That's really hard because I still want to do, like, try-ons and beauty content and share happy things, but the world around me is so, you know, around all of us is just not at that place. And so it's really hard. It truly is. But I like to wear bright colors, like even like this tie-dye shirt. Like, wearing fun and bright things, I feel like helps you feel better, especially during a dark time. So it's always good to just kind of find light in the situation. This is from L'Oreal. It's their Lash Paradise, which is really, really good. I feel like it really grabs onto all your lashes and separates them really well too. I don't do this often, but sometimes when I feel like I'm so tired or like groggy and I want my eyes to be open, I use a white liner and I just apply it right below here. Okay, the camera died as I was doing this, but I at least can show you guys a one eye versus the other. So obviously this eye has the liner, that white liner, and it just looks more like awake and open and like, you know, and then this eye is just a little more darker and kind of closed. I'm awake in both eyes. Yeah, I'm awake in both eyes. I'm gonna take a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. My forehead, you can probably see, is a little sheeny shiny here. I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury powder, grab my beauty blender, take some product, and actually just press. I don't know if you can even see the shine go away in that one area. I'm just gonna press the powder right where I want the shine to go away. Very good. Same thing I'm gonna do right here. Just kind of reduce shine here. Just a tip, you don't have to do it, but I like to kind of create more of a sharp edge here. So I'll pucker up. Do the same thing. We're almost done, so. But once you apply your liquid highlighter, go in with a powder one after you put your setting spray on, go right over it. It'll just give you that really blinding, gorgeous highlight. Laura Mercier lipstick. It's like a really pretty purple. So pretty with the shirt I'm wearing. Look how pretty. Ah, it makes me so happy. I'm just like, it's like a very pretty pastel-y purple, like iridescent. Feeling it. Just totally matches my shirt. So this is the gloss I'm gonna use. A really pretty purple lipstick. See, like I love doing makeup that's like brighter and fun, and now I'm just like in a totally happier mood. So if you can, like, I know it's so hard to just get up and get ready in the morning, because trust me, there are days where I'm like, no. And that's okay to have those days. You don't necessarily have to put makeup on 7 days a week, but if you're feeling like you're in a slump lately and you need to brighten your day, just try doing your hair, makeup, and maybe just kind of like wear brighter clothes, get your surrounding going, and like make it all like brighter and happier. It really does help set the tone for a better day. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the gloss. And it's so, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. I think that's the end of the tutorial. If you stuck with me, I hope you're feeling, I don't know, I hope you feel like you were able to listen and also kind of like talk back. I really wish that this was more interactive. I kind of, maybe I'll do like a live or something, but it's a really crazy, weird time that we're in right now, and it's okay to feel the things that you're feeling. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel like you're less than anybody else. Don't feel like you need to apologize for being upset. Like, this is a really weird time. Feel what you need to feel, and then also just try to find ways to uplift yourself, whether that's FaceTiming people or putting makeup on, or I don't know, wearing brighter clothes, playing with your dog. I don't know, whatever it is. It's a hard time enough. And I just think that we need to do our part in making ourselves feel better, because I don't know, we don't get that social interaction, which I feel like is so key to people to like keep going and energize them. So it's really important to find other means during this time, and I really hope this does end soon. I really hope that the next video I make, things are on the up and up and things are better. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Hope you found it helpful. Hope you try it, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment box below. Woo, I'm done here. All right, you guys, chat soon. Bye.